Over the past 12 months, Tony and I have booked cruises that would have cost approximately $108,000 at the retail prices advertised online. However, our actual out-of-pocket cost for the cruise fares, taxes, and port fees was around $7,000. No, we didn't win $100,000 in the casino, and we didn't gamble anywhere close to that amount. We developed a cruise casino strategy that has allowed us to turn a controlled entertainment budget into cruise offers worth tens of thousands of dollars. But what if you're not a big gambler? What if you don't even know how to play a casino game? And what if you're interested in casino offers, but you're afraid of losing a lot of money? In this video, I'm going to give you a complete beginner strategy. I will explain how we establish our budget, how we choose our games, how we concentrate our play, how free play works, and how we decide whether the entire strategy was actually worth it. And at the end, I will give you the exact step-by-step plan I would follow if I were starting from zero on my next cruise. Hi everyone, I'm Nick, and this is Travel with Nick and Tony. We make videos about cruising, cruise casinos, and the strategies we use to travel more while spending less. Before we begin, I need to make something very clear. No casino strategy eliminates the risk of losing money. The casino has a mathematical advantage, and no cruise offer is worth creating financial stress, carrying a credit card balance, or gambling with money you need for something else. You also do not have to gamble just because you're on a cruise. But if you already enjoy gambling as entertainment, can establish a firm budget, and can stop when that budget is gone, cruise casino play can provide value that you generally do not receive from ordinary entertainment spending. There's a chance that you could win money. You definitely can have fun learning different games, and you can earn casino benefits. After reaching Prime status with Club Royale, you currently receive complimentary drinks inside the casino whenever the casino is operating. Most importantly for us, our play may generate instant cruise certificates and additional casino offers after the cruise. The word is may. Nothing's guaranteed, but our results have been extremely consistent. Consistent enough that I've shared these same strategies with my own family members and people that I care about so that we can all go on trips together. The first part of the strategy is establishing the budget before you ever enter the casino. For a typical short cruise, Tony and I may plan to gamble approximately $200 to $300 per casino night. On a 3-night cruise, our maximum budget may be around $1,000 per person. That does not mean we expect to lose $1,000. It means that the maximum amount we are prepared to use as our casino bankroll is $1,000. That's an important difference between your bankroll, your coin in, and your actual potential loss or gain. Your bankroll is the money you bring or make available to play. Coin in is the total amount repeatedly wagered through the machines, the amount you cycle through the machines throughout the entire cruise. And your potential loss or gain is the amount you actually leave the casino without or within your pocket. You might begin with $100, win some hands, lose some hands, and cycle that same money through a different machine several times. Your total coin in could eventually be several $1,000s, even though you only began with $100. That repeated tracked play is what helps generate casino points. But the amount that matters to your personal finances is your actual loss. We have had cruises where we lost most of the casino budget. We've had cruises where we lost very little, and of course, cruises where we left with more money than we brought. The outcome is never predictable. That is why the maximum loss needs to be established before you start playing, not while you're sitting at a machine trying to win that money back. The next step is making sure every dollar of play is properly tracked. On Royal Caribbean, always tap or insert your own SeaPass card before playing a slot machine or video poker. At a table game, give your SeaPass card to the dealer or supervisor before you begin. The machine can track every wager, every spin, and the total amount of money cycled through the game. Table game ratings are less precise because they depend on factors such as the game, your average bet, and the amount of time you play. The next part of our strategy is concentrating our play. Cruise casinos do not publicly explain every detail of the formula they use to generate future offers. However, one important concept is your average daily theoretical loss, or ADT. I've got a separate video that explains ADT in more detail, and I'll link that video in the description and place a card on the screen. The simplified explanation is that the casino is not only looking at whether you won or lost, it is estimating the amount it would theoretically expect to earn from your play over time. That's why we prefer purposeful casino sessions. We may sit down and play for 1 or 2 hours, rather than inserting our card, playing for 10 minutes, and leaving. This becomes especially important on a longer sailing. You don't necessarily need to gamble every day, simply because the casino is open. Based on our experience, a few substantial, intentional sessions may create a stronger play profile than tiny sessions spread throughout every day of a long cruise. Now let's discuss which games a beginner should play. For someone whose goal is to earn casino points, slot machines are generally the easiest place to begin. Royal Caribbean currently awards 1 tier point for every $5 cycled through a real slot machine, REEL. Video poker earns 1 point for every $15 played. The slot machine records the exact amount for every wager. Table game ratings are based on the type of game, the average bet, and the length of the session. In our experience, earning a meaningful table game rating can require sustained play with average bets that may be uncomfortable for a new gambler. For example, someone may need to play blackjack at $25 or $50 per hand for an extended session. Royal Caribbean does not publish a simple conversion showing exactly how that table play will compare with slot machine points. And if you're new to blackjack, you may not feel comfortable sitting down with $1,000 and betting $25 to $50 on every hand. That is why slots are usually easier for beginners to understand and track. Having said this, not every slot machine behaves the same way. Some games are extremely volatile. You may play for a long time without winning anything significant, and then occasionally hit a large bonus. Other games produce smaller, more frequent wins that may keep your bankroll alive longer. We generally prefer lower volatility games when our goal is to extend the session and cycle more money through the machine. That does not mean a lower volatility game is guaranteed to pay you more. It simply means the wins and the losses may occur in a less dramatic pattern. Avoid choosing a machine simply because the jackpot displayed above is enormous. A giant progressive jackpot may look exciting, but a highly volatile machine can consume a beginner's entire budget very quickly. Video poker can also be useful, although it earns points more slowly than real slots. On our most recent cruise, I began a video poker session with $100. I played maxed bet jacks or better at 25-cent denomination, which meant I was betting about $6 per hand. I played for 2 hours with that same $100, and during that session, I earned approximately 700 tier points. When I finished, I cashed out with $150. I also had several complimentary drinks and genuinely enjoyed the session. That does not mean someone else will receive the same result, obviously, but it demonstrates how the same starting bankroll can be cycled repeatedly when the game provides enough smaller wins to sustain the session. It also demonstrates why coin in is not the same as the amount of money you brought or the amount you lost or won. Now let's talk about free play. Free play is valuable, but many beginners misunderstand how it works. Royal Caribbean does not award tier credits or reward points while you are wagering promotional free play. You can't take $500 of free play, play it through the machine, and receive free tier points on that $500. The purpose of the free play is to give you an opportunity to convert some of that promotional credit into cashable winnings. Once you generate cashable winnings, you can cash them out or continue playing with that money. Any eligible cash play after that can begin generating points normally. Another part of our strategy is how we access the casino bankroll. We don't necessarily carry thousands of dollars in cash onto the ship. Royal Caribbean allows guests to transfer gaming funds from their SeaPass onboard account to eligible machines. We may transfer $100 at a time rather than loading the entire planned budget at once. That makes it easy for us to monitor how much we've used. Prime, Signature, and Masters members currently receive the cashless wagering convenience fee waived. If you've not reached Prime, don't assume the transaction will be free. Ask the casino host or cashier about any applicable fee before transferring money from your onboard account. When the onboard account is ultimately charged to a rewards credit card, the final Royal Caribbean charge usually qualifies for travel rewards depending on your card that you use. For example, my Costco Anywhere Visa currently advertises 3% cash back on eligible travel. Our Royal Caribbean onboard charges have always appeared as travel purchases. This means that we are earning 3% cash back at the end of the year on money we spent at the casino. Obviously, this strategy only creates value if you pay the credit card completely after the cruise. If you carry a balance and begin paying credit card interest, any points or cash back you earned becomes meaningless very quickly. Now we need to discuss when to stop. Before you begin the cruise, establish the maximum amount you're willing to lose. If that amount is gone, the session is finished. Don't visit the ATM. Don't increase the budget because you're close to another reward level or trying to chase a loss. We've frequently received valuable offers after cruises where our actual loss was relatively small. We have also lost larger amounts and received offers afterwards. The casino is evaluating the overall play, not simply rewarding the person who lost the most money. For us, casino losses do not always feel identical to losing money in a land-based casino because our tracked cruise play has repeatedly produced travel opportunities in the future. However, the money is still a real loss at the moment it is lost. A future mailer isn't guaranteed, and an offer has no value unless it includes a sailing you can actually book and use. After the cruise, we evaluate the results. We record how much money we began with, how much money we withdrew or transferred, how much we cashed out, and what cruise offers we ultimately received. Royal Caribbean also allows guests to request or access a win-loss statement at the end of the year. But I would not rely on that as your only accounting record. Keep your own notes, then compare the actual casino losses or wins with the realistic value that you received. So here's the exact beginner plan I would use on a first cruise. Number 1, choose the maximum total casino budget before boarding. Number 2, divide that budget into 2 or 3 planned sessions. Number 3, enroll in Club Royale and use your own SeaPass card every time you play. Number 4, begin with a simple, lower volatility slot or video poker game you understand. Number 5, use a comfortable bet size that allows the session to continue. Number 6, check the machine periodically to confirm that your card and points are tracking correctly. Number 7, use any free play, but remember that the promotional play itself does not earn tier points. Number 8, stop when you reach the predetermined loss limit. Number 9, visit the casino host desk before the end of the cruise and ask about your point total and any instant reward you've earned. Number 10, save the certificate, monitor your Club Royale account after the cruise, and evaluate the actual offers you receive. Do not book another cruise simply to gamble again. Book it because it's a cruise you genuinely want to take and because the total cost makes sense for you. This strategy has completely changed the way Tony and I travel. We are able to cruise far more frequently and stay in much better rooms than we could justify paying for at ordinary retail prices. But the strategy only works because we approach gambling as a controlled entertainment expense. We know the budget, we track the play, we choose games that can extend the session, and we are prepared to walk away. The goal is not to become a high roller. The goal is to make intentional decisions and determine whether cruise casino rewards provide genuine value for the way you already like to travel. If you have received a cruise casino offer, let us know in the comments how much you played, what type of room you received, and whether you ultimately thought it was worth it. For more cruise casino strategies, ship reviews, and ways to cruise for less, subscribe to Travel with Nick and Tony. We'll see you on the next cruise.